2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall left side. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Johnson. Randall with the bucket. Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, 2 of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Edwards. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outside, Porzingis. Young is double. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. It's deflected. Here's Daniels. Julius Randle with the rebound. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Now, here is Young. The putback. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
Pass to Edwards. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Young's shot is good. Young's got 5 points so far.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over it.
McDaniels on the wing. Shot to stop the run. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks leading. And Young, here we go. An easy 2 points on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
You know, Stan, even at this late stage of his career, Mike Conley brings tremendous value to the team.
He sure does, Kevin. And look, we know this. No one brings more discipline and professionalism on a nightly basis. He keeps this team poised, he keeps his team organized, and he's a great mentor to the young players on this team.
Young is double. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Clark, following the bucket by the Hawks. Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. Trying to get something going. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Here's Ricochet. And it's off from three-point range. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Back to Clark. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Atlanta leading by 6. Young outside. Drives to the hoop. Count it. Young's got 9.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Timberwolves trailed by 8. And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment. But they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward position. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Pass to Gay. It's stolen by Edwards. Randall left side. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Here he goes. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Gay. Okongwu. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Poke loose.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Right side, Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 7. Alexander Walker with the ball. Conley picks him up. And Okongwu slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
McDaniels brings the double team. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Kennard. Here's Krejci. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now here's Gobert. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. The shot. It's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Well, Conley is an excellent decision maker and floor general for this team.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Young outside. Outside Daniels. The 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Reed throws it down.
That's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Here's Johnson, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Young with the ball. And it's Reed picking him up.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many floor generals better than Young.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to DiVincenzo. And there's the drive. Excellent defense from Daniels. Shea in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
A true highlight of Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Right wing. Here's Shannon. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. On the wing, DiVincenzo to end the run. And he nails the jumper.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
Pass to Shannon. Now DiVincenzo. Shoots from the line. And there it is for him. DiVincenzo's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Young. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so that brings the first half to a close. Hawks lead by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Hawks leading by 8. It's stolen by Gobert. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
Here's Young, driving in. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
Edwards can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Young. Young is double. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves trailed by 13. Down low. And stolen by Daniels. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. They're scoreless since the first half. Here's Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 13 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Shea in the corner. From downtown, the rebound by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 14. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Hawks leading by 11. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Krejci. Pass to Kennard. And Clark over to help. Got a piece of it. To the paint. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 3-pointer. And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Alexander Walker with the ball. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The Hawks again can't hit. Back to Clark. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Hawks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Alexander Walker.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
The Hawks have hit just 2 free throws and 5 attempts today. And the first one at the line is good. Atlanta making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 12. Now here's DiVincenzo. Inside. Clark outside. Here's Shannon. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
36.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So it's Minnesota now. Down by 12. Has to Gobert. Randall left side. Over in the corner, McDaniels. 6 to shoot. McDaniels on the wing. Oh, good on the triple. The Hawks leading by 12. Here's Newell. Over by Conley. Hung outside. Pass to Kennard. Randall brings the double team. Back to Kennard. Shoots over McDaniel. Kennard's shot is off. So it's the Timberwolves now. Edwards can't hit. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Kennard on the wing. Fires from deep. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Kennard on the wing. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out to the right wing. Here's Newell. And the layup is good. And the Hawks lead by 12.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And now, here comes Young leading the break.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
It's stolen by Edwards. And he banks the layup in.
And An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself. Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Edwards taking it in. Anthony Edwards.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Young outside. Good!
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Edwards! And down goes the three!
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Here's Okongwu. And there's the dunk.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Six on the shot clock.
Well, such a threat to score. Really hard for a defender to stay down on their feet.
First one falls for him. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. He doesn't get the second one. Edwards. Daniels pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The first one falls. And how about the emergent stand of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now Young from about 16. Gobert there for the rebound. Here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Doesn't get that one. No good on the layup.
GG.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And